Hey, good morning, folks, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I'm your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. Happy Tuesday to you. It's a beautiful day out there today. Sun's shining. Supposed to be in the, mid-60s maybe. Beautiful fall day. So happy to be here with you. Hope you're having a good day out there. For those of you new to the show, we are here every Tuesday morning to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. These are instruments available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7000 or check out our Reverb page at reverb.com or just come into any one of our 10 locations and pick up a very cool instrument. Today I have some professional Yamaha trumpets for you. We have the LA model, the Wayne Bergeron signature. We have the Chicago model, and then we have the 8335 gold brass bell. So fun pieces to share with you today. So stay tuned for that. In addition to the cool instruments, we do all kinds of other stuff. I like to share music. I like to share wisdom. Could be art, literature, could be travel, could be food, could be hobbies, collectibles, you name it. It could be anything. So you have to stay tuned to see what's going to happen because you just never know. And I apologize for the cough drop. That lingering cough is still with me, so I'll try not to cough in your face all day long. But we'll make this work. Let's see what else we got going on. Well, just as a reminder to you, we've got the live stream chat going on. Make sure you ask your questions, leave your comments, let us know where you're watching from in the world. Any interaction we can have is a lot more fun for the show, so please feel free to chime in at any time. And just a note that we got Max behind the camera today. Good morning, Max.
Good morning, Greg.
Our good buddy Jordan became a father this week. Yes, very happy for him. His first child last week. What was it? Thursday, Friday, somewhere around there.
I think it's Wednesday morning, or Wednesday evening, Thursday morning.
Yeah, Thursday morning. Yeah. So he'll be out this week, I'm sure, but maybe be back next week. I don't know. But he's doing well. Baby's doing well. Mom's doing well. So congrats to them. Super exciting. But my buddy Max back here keeping things running for us. Appreciate you being here, my friend. How are you?
I'm all right. Can I say one thing I just realized?
You
So you picked an LA trumpet. You should pick a Chicago trumpet. And you did not finish the theme of U.S. cities in the trumpet name.
Well, I could have done that if I had a New York trumpet in stock, I could have done that, or the Philadelphia trumpet. There are a few other city. I didn't even think of that. Man, actually, I can always count on you to keep me humble. So so next time we'll have a trio of city themed.
A trumpet tour of the USA.
A trumpet tour of the USA. Well, of course, I do have of course, it's a bit more specific. I've got a 52nd Street saxophone here, but it doesn't quite work. Oh, well. So other new things that are coming up, of course, the biggest event in the history of Palin Music Center is our Blue Friday event coming up at the end of this month, day after Thanksgiving, which most people in the world know it as Black Friday, but we call it Blue Friday because we like to change it around. Usually it's all about, shopping and buying and madness in retail, but we like to give back to our friends and family and customers. We are giving away an amazing plethora of instruments and other goods. We've got custom shop guitars. We've got signature Greg Bissonette drum sets. Signed by Greg Bissonette. We've got amps. We've got pedals. We've got amazing band instruments. I've got a Ramponi Kazani alto saxophone. I've got a Bach Stradivarius trombone. I've got a Yamaha Zeno trumpet. We've got a Ken Anici Celestina violin. This is the biggest giveaway in the history of the company, and you need to get involved and win one of these things. So get onto our website, check out all of that information, And you'll be seeing posts about it all this month long. So get ready for that. Blue Friday this year, it's going to be amazing. And then for me personally, these next coming 2 weeks, the week of the 10th and the week of the 17th, I will be on the first annual Palin Music Step Up Roadshow. I will be traveling to all 10 of our locations and showing up. Basically, I'll be taking all this with me, and we'll have it in each of our stores throughout the next 2 weeks. And you can come in and check out the coolest instruments available and take one home with you that day. So I'll be starting in Kansas City area on Monday. We'll be in Liberty and then Overland Park. And then I don't know where we're going from there, but I'm going to hit every one of them. So stay tuned to our socials because we'll be posting about that. And so it'll probably be a couple weeks before this show is in its regular format. The 250th episode is coming up, folks. We are, I think, really just one episode away, maybe two, depending upon what we do over the next 2 weeks for the road show. So stay tuned for that. That's what we got going on. I think that's enough blabbering of my voice. You need to check out some cool instruments. Shall we dive in?
I believe you got to talk about your shirt and your watch next.
Are we still doing that? We're still doing that.
It's your show.
It's my show.
You want to skip it?
Do I want to skip it?
I mean, it's a nice shirt.
I'll tell you about it. The Tommy Bahama. This is one of their new designs. It's called, what is it? Island Zone. I don't know. It's supposed to be representative of some coastal island village somewhere because it's all little houses and palm trees. It's really cool. You can zoom in on that if you want. Ooh. See? Look at that. I don't know if you can focus in, but that's what the shirt looks like. And then, see, there it is. Island life. All right, we'll just stay there and I'll show you the watch. Boom. There's my my Seiko. This was my 100th episode gift I received for the 100th episode Wake Up with Greg from the marketing team here, Alec and the guys. It's model 503, I think. Got that really cool green dial on there, all stainless steel. Love this watch. Absolutely fun. So that's the shirt. That's the watch. That's the game. We're going to jump into some horns here, I think. I'm going to get my fancy gloves on. Of course, we want to keep these from getting all fingerprinty. And I'm not sure what order I'm going to do these in. I think I'll save the LA trumpet for last since that's like the flagship of the show today. But what do you say? We'll start with this one here. Now, since these have been on display on the wall here, I don't have the cases, so I'm not really like unboxing these for you, but you kind of get the game at this point. So this, speaking of the instruments based on cities, this is the Chicago model, custom artist series trumpet. This is the YTR-8335 CHS3 Mark III, third iteration of this horn. So what do we have here? Of course, this horn was designed in conjunction with the Chicago Symphony, thus the Chicago name. There's also, like I said, there's a New York model, the Philadelphia model. And I may be confusing brands because I know Bach does that as well with some of their Stradivarius models. Anyway, so what can I tell you about this one? One piece, solid yellow brass bell. Now this is silver plated, so you can't really tell the metal content of the bell because of the silver plating. But this is one piece, 4 7/8 inch diameter bell. Ta-da-da-da-da. We have a medium large bore, a 459 medium large bore. This is a heavyweight horn, so a bit more mass to it. So it's pretty chunky. This is a symphonic horn, really great for your orchestral symphonic work, concert band, that type of deal. This has the French bead, which the French bead, my understanding is it's a different process for putting the bead on the rim of the bell. And from what I understand, for the player, it provides more feedback to the player. I don't know the physics behind that. You horn players out there can maybe chime in on that and see what's going on there. But that's the French bead. And then what I thought was interesting is this bell, the bell crook, it has a kind of squared off crook on that. So to kind of compare, I'll show you the the next horn, you can see the difference in the shape of that. So this is the true kind of C shape crook, and this is a what you would consider a D shape or a squared bell crook. So the purpose for that is really resistance. This provides a bit more resistance. You get, again, it's all about feedback for the player, really. So it's just a really solid direct horn that is fantastic. Is there anything else specific I can say on that? This has the Bob Malone lead pipe, the MB1 lead pipe, so it's a little bit heavier as well. So top end professional symphonic horn. This is the YTR-8335 CHS3 Chicago trumpet from Yamaha. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. Got the third slide ring with the slide stop on there. We've got double brace tuning slide, again with a squared tuning slide for, again, more resistance. Custom designed water key. And yeah, so that's all that. Now this little black rubber band, basically, for lack of a better word, is actually a functional piece that can be used to add tension or remove tension from these slides. So you can actually put that in different positions. I just saw that on the website, which I thought was really interesting. I thought they just used it for, you know, shipping to keep everything together, but no, it's actually a functional piece that you can use to customize the feel of your horn, which is really cool. Mother of pearl key touches on there. So just an absolutely beautiful horn. No really fancy engraving, just the Xeno logo on the bell. And there it is. That's the Yamaha Chicago. Come and check that out in the store, on the website, or catch us on the road show for the next 2 weeks. You can take that one home with you. There you go.
Now, Greg, it's a Chicago. Is it a White Sox fan or a Cubs fan?
Ooh, that's a good question. I'm going to go Cubs. I'm going to. I have an affinity for the Cubs, having lived in Chicago for a brief period. Played a gig at the Cubby Bear, which is like the famous bar right across the street from Wrigley Field. That was fun. So went to see some cool bands there too. Royal Crown Review, remember that? From back in the 90s swing revival. You know,
I'm
Royal
sorry,
Crown Review.
I'm not as hip on the 90s swing revival as I should be.
You know, Big Bad Voodoo Daddy.
I've heard of that.
All those guys. Yeah. Fun stuff.
Yeah.
All right. One sip of coffee, my Hawaiian coffee there. All right. So next up, we do our little musical segment. And in honor of the LA trumpet that you'll be seeing here shortly, and this was actually gleaning Max's wisdom. He's like, well, why don't you share something from Wayne Bergeron, who designed this horn? I'm like, okay, let's do that. So the song that I picked for you today is called Catch the Rainbow. It's not the Skittles ad, because that's Taste the Rainbow. That's a little bit different. This is Catch the Rainbow. And this was a joint piece between Wayne Bergeron and Eric Miyashiro, both Yamaha artists, professional trumpet players. Excuse me. Eric also has his own signature trumpet. At least he used to. I don't know if it's still a current model or not. I'll have to check on that. But they did this as part of what they call the Yamaha Virtual Big Band. And I believe this was recorded during COVID. So it's just a beautiful song, and the trumpet work in this piece is fantastic. And I will point out who's who. So let's, Max, let's roll it. Eric Miyashiro actually wrote this song. I don't even have to tell you who they are. They don't really know. Now, if you can read really fast, you can see who all the This is probably one of the best things that came out of the whole COVID plague, whatever you want to call it, was this ability that people discovered to be able to play music together remotely and create all of these amazing pieces and performances from home, basically. I mean, it's a really, really cool concept. And a lot of people are still doing it even today. You know, it's become a very collaborative way of creating music from anywhere around the world. I don't know who the drummer is, but she looked like an 11-year-old girl. Looked like a really young girl playing the drums on it. Wayne Bergeron is one of those players who's been on hundreds of movie scores and TV show scores. I mean, just one of the most renowned session players out there. And Eric is no slouch himself. I mean, he's done probably just as much. These guys are both phenomenal musicians. So anyway, we'll probably finish that up there. That's Catch the Rainbow by Eric Miyashiro and Wayne Bergeron. So check that out. We'll add that to, I think I can add it to the Spotify Wake Up with Greg playlist. I didn't actually check to see if it's on Spotify. So if it's not, we'll have to figure something else out. But anyway, Max is beating himself up over here. It's all good. All right, let's look at horn number 2. Horn number 2, sticking with the Yamaha theme. This is the Yamaha Xeno 8330, the YTR 8335 Mark II G. G for gold brass bell. So you can see, because this is a lacquered horn and not a plated horn, you can see the difference. So if you look at that, I don't know if it's going to pick up on the camera, but you can see the lead pipe and all of the other brass on this horn has got that yellow tint to it, but that bell has that a little bit darker color. So you've got the gold brass there. So, and as we've said many times on the show, the gold brass has more copper in it, so it's going to be a richer, warmer sounding horn. This is also a heavyweight horn. You have the 2-piece valve casing with the nickel silver balusters up top. You've got nickel silver outer slides on all of the slides on this horn. Double brace tuning slide. This is also a 459 medium bore. Excuse me, medium large bore. Let me get that right. And then 1-piece gold brass bell. This is a 4 7/8 bell, same diameter as the previous model. Same mother of pearl key touches and everything. So again, professional grade B flat horn. You got your 3rd slide stop, finger ring on the 3rd slide, thumb hook on the 1st slide. Everything that you want in a pro horn. For those people that don't necessarily want the silver plating, the gold, the lacquer kind of frees up that horn a little bit. It seems counterintuitive, but this horn is probably going to be a little bit brighter sounding than the silver plated one, because when you add that plating, you're adding additional metal, which adds mass, which kind of darkens the sound a bit. So, but the gold brass counteracts that. So it's, you know, everything's unique in the world of trumpets. So just come in and try a bunch of them out and see what works best for you. But that is the YTR 8335 2G. G for Greg. This is the Greg model.
This is the
Everybody
one you
needs
would
to play.
play?
Huh?
This is the one you would play?
This is probably the one I would play
Mm.
if I played a Yamaha.
Mm.
But I don't play trumpet at all, so
I think that's just your problem, man.
that's just my problem. Sounds like that's something I'm going to have to work on. All right, so there it is. Boom. I told you about the mother pearl. No engraving, you know, just a fancy Xeno logo. And there you go. Check that out on the website. Check it out on Reverb. Give me a call. Come into the store. Do all of that stuff. Drink some coffee. All right. Next up.
Something cool.
Something cool. The something cool is still musical product related today because I wanted to continue to get the word out about these amazing pieces that we have available for you. Switching gears a bit from trumpet to saxophone, I wanted to show, and you've seen these before. In fact, I did an interview with Jeff Gertzen from Max Sax, which you can find that video here, or maybe it's not linked, but you can find it on our channel. So we have partnered with Max Sax mouthpieces to create a Palin Music exclusive blue marbled hard rubber mouthpiece. Check these out. They come in a few different styles. They come in a classical style or a, my apologies, guys. I'm going to get over this eventually. Classical style or jazz style. This is a tenor sax version. This is the Amaryllis, which is the classical model for tenor sax, hard rubber, nice smooth rollover baffle in there. So you get a nice, warm, rich, centered sound for saxophone. And then it has a copper collar on there that adds mass to the mouthpiece, which gives you a lot more resonance. And that's just raw copper. It's not polished I mean, it is polished, but it's not lacquered or anything. So it'll tarnish over time, but you can just use a little silver polish cloth on there to brighten that up if you want it to be shiny. But I kind of like the patina, kind of goes along with the marbling of the mouthpiece. So that's the Amaryllis mouthpiece. And then this one looks identical to it. This is the Dallas model. So here's another city. We got Dallas now. We got Chicago. We got LA. We got Dallas. All right. So this is the Dallas model. This is the jazz model. So the internal chamber and facing and baffle in there is going to be a bit different, give you a little bit brighter edge to it. But these are really, in the world of pro mouthpieces, these are a lot more affordable than, say, some of the other, like your Theowanis and your Jody Jazz mouthpieces. Now, they all have affordable models as well, but these are right there kind of in the sweet spot. So very beautiful mouthpieces, great sounding. I tried this one on my horn. Honestly, I'm surprised I haven't bought this one yet. I haven't been playing a lot of saxophone lately. I've been playing more clarinet, but this Dallas model made my horn just sing. It's an absolutely beautiful piece. So come in and check that out. And then for the alto, again, my apologies. This is the Houston model. So everything in the Max, because they're made in Texas, so everything is Texas related. Their classical mouthpieces are named after different flowers. Their jazz mouthpieces are named after different cities. So all kinds of really cool stuff there. But that's the jazz model. Though these are also available without the copper collar if you want a little bit more of a traditional sound and feel. And then they also make metal mouthpieces as well. They make a metal classical mouthpiece called the Opuntia, which is really interesting. Metal classical mouthpieces used to be pretty popular decades ago, and for some reason it kind of fell out of favor. But Max Sax says, like, you know what, why don't we bring those back? We can make it happen. And they are really amazing mouthpieces. So we've, guys, I apologize. We've got one more that we're going to be giving away here soon. One of the Lotus model classical pieces. So stay tuned for that. But these are just the quick something cool Max Sax. Check these out on the website. Give me a call if you have any questions about them. They're fantastic pieces. They're affordable. They are performance oriented, and they're just fantastic. So that's the Max Sax PMC exclusive blue marbled hard rubber. Now it's funny because we came out with these, and then shortly after, I think it was either Theowani or Jody. I think it's Theowani came out also with a blue marbled exclusive mouthpiece. So just know that we did it first. Anyway, so there you go. That's my something cool for you today. I'm going to take another sip of coffee. I don't know if it's the talking that's getting my coughing going or what, but there we go. All right, the final piece. This is the one that we've all been talking about here. This is the second generation YTR-8335LAIII, the LA model. Why LA? Because that's where Wayne Bergeron is located. That's his hometown. That's where he does most of his musical creation, is in the LA area, the session scene down there. So some of the innovations on this particular horn. One, it's a yellow brass bell, one piece, solid yellow brass, 5-inch diameter bell. So you get a little bit more spread on that. So you get a bit more projection. But this is a side seam bell. So what is a side seam bell? We've talked about it a little bit before. Traditionally on these horns, because this is all made out of one piece of brass, but it starts out as a flat piece. So they have to roll it and then braze it closed to make the tube. And that seam usually runs down the bottom of the bell. Now, what they've done with this one is the seam is on the side of the bell, on the inside side of the bell. And what that is supposed to do, again, is provide more feedback to the player. I don't know the physics behind that once again, but it is a really cool concept, and there is a lot to it. This has a gold brass lead pipe. And then one of the coolest features are these bronze, solid bronze bottom valve caps, which really just bring out kind of the mid-range partials of the horn just really clearly, beautifully. These are all, I didn't even mention the tuning slides as far as whether they're reverse or standard. These are all standard lead pipes on all of these horns. 459 medium large bore. This is a medium weight horn, so it's a little bit lighter weight than the previous two. Yeah. Oh, the side seam. I think I maybe misspoke there. It's not necessarily for feedback for the player, but it has a more open vibration to it. So it gives you a lot more vibration to it. Has the French bead we talked about. That's where the feedback for the player comes in. Everything else pretty standard on there, but this is the LA trumpet, designed in conjunction with Wayne Bergeron, one of the greatest trumpet session players out there. And this can be yours for the low, low price of $8 million. No, just kidding. It's actually a very affordable trumpet in the world of pro trumpets. Got mother of pearl key touches on there. Beautiful horn. I think this is available in silver as well. If you wanted to get it in silver, we can certainly do that for you. But the brass or the lacquered version is Wayne's preferred setup on there, which is why we stock it that way. So there it is. That's the YTR-8335LAIII Generation 2. So everything you want in a pro trumpet. Great session horn, great lead horn, everything that you want to be able to do for pop, commercial music, rock, jazz, funk, R&B, you name it, you can do it with this horn. This is the one for you. All right, so that is horn number 3. And that brings us to
Your words of wisdom?
words of wisdom. We're going to wrap this up here, folks. This piece of wisdom comes from a young lady by the name of, I'm going to see if I pronounce it right, Kalela. I have not heard of her until today when I was looking up this quote. She kind of hit the scene. She's an American singer. Came out in 2013 with her debut, Cut For Me, and that's cut like the number 4, me. I haven't heard it, I'll be honest. I don't know. But I love the quote here. She says this about music. She says, for those of us who make music together, I think it's important to realize that generosity on both sides is actually going to produce the biggest possibility. Let me run that by you again. For those of us who make music together, and most people are making it with a group of people as opposed to just out there by themselves. For those of us who make music together, I think it is important to realize that generosity on both sides is actually going to produce the biggest possibility. Generosity of spirit. Where does that come from? Oh, that comes from Family Stone. I remember. Oh, that makes me sad saying that now.
Oh, Diane Keaton.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Diane Keaton. We lost the great Diane Keaton. We lost a few other big names today. Dick Cheney died today.
Yeah.
Or yesterday. I don't know, sometime. And Diane Ladd and June Lockhart. Big names. Anyway, rest in peace, y'all. That's my show, guys. Like I said, just stay tuned to the channels for the next couple weeks. I'll be on the road show. Come and see me in any one of our 10 locations over the next 2 weeks. We'll be posting the schedule for that here. If you haven't seen it already, check out our Facebooks, check out our other socials. But thank you for being here. I appreciate and treasure the privilege of your time hanging out with me for this time. I really appreciate it. So let me leave you with this. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. We'll see you next time. Have a great week. Bye-bye.